We're out here today playtesting the Asics Gel Resolution 9. Come check it out. I can't believe we're in the 9th iteration of the Asics Gel Resolution. I have been wearing these shoes since the Gel Res 4s, and these are always those tried and true awesome shoes for the player that is grinding on the court hours and hours every week. They are always super stable and durable, and for me, the Gel Resolution 9 starts right where the 8 finished off. So very seamless transition for me. I noticed that the upper felt a little bit more snug, didn't open up the more I wore it. However, in versions past of this shoe, I struggled with some uncomfortable break-in, and I actually didn't have that in this 9th version. So for me, my feet fit really well. I have a medium width foot. I would not say these are very generous in width. They fit snug for my medium width feet. However, I really like that support and stability. The cushion feels just like the 8s to me underfoot, still really responsive and comfortable, but not too plush. As far as the outsole, I did notice the updated 2-piece outsole, and it did feel a tiny bit more slick. I prefer a tacky outsole, however, I didn't have any issues sliding too much, and I still felt really comfortable and confident moving in and out of my shots. And again, these come with that 6-month outsole durability guarantee, so while I am seeing a little bit of wear, it's good to know that there is a guarantee on the outsole. All in all, this remains a meat and potatoes shoe for me, and one that I'll probably keep playing in.
After a couple of ankle injuries last year, I'm really looking forward to playtests where we do our testing stable shoes, and this Gel Resolution 9 delivers just like the reputation the Gel Res has. I found instant stability as soon as I stepped onto the court. I did find that I was needing to break these shoes in. I do have wider feet, and unfortunately I was not able to grab a pair of the wides. However, they are available, and I would recommend them if you have wide feet. They are not narrow, but they're definitely a snug medium for if you have a wider foot in the forefoot, as well as through the arch. I felt well supported on court, and for me, the cushioning was there just like I would expect from a Gel Resolution 9, so I felt really protected in my heel and my forefoot as I was running on the court. And I also really like the traction on this update. The previous one I felt was a little bit sticky and also was a little bit squeaky. However, much quieter on the hard court with this Gel Resolution 9, and I also felt that I was pivoting and moving really well in these shoes. I really am enjoying the durability as well. So if you're a player who is seeking something that has nice cushioning and is delivering plenty of stability and durability, the Gel Resolution should be on your list.
Like with the other playtesters, I have a long history with the Gel Resolution 9, dating all the way back to the 3s, which was one of my very first playtests at Tennis Warehouse. And I think fans will not be disappointed with this update. When I first slipped this shoe on my foot, I did have a small break-in period of about 1 to 2 hours, similar to previous models, and I did have some slight numbing in my toes, which went away after about 1 hour, which I had also experienced in the past models. Once that 1 to 2 hour break-in period was up, I did notice that the uppers opened up slightly, kind of how Michelle mentioned, not as much as I was expecting, but enough to feel nice and comfortable. And then as far as fit, I have a narrow width foot, and I thought that the shoe offered a nice snug medium fit. And I did use that last eyelet to get a nice locked in feel on my heel. Now I would have preferred a little bit wider of a toe box. I felt that the shoe started to narrow a little bit early and caused a little bit of uncomfortableness at times. However, this shoe offers great cushioning, just like past models. I thought it was nice and plush underfoot from the heel all the way to the forefoot, as well as a nice padded tongue. Now, my two standout features of this shoe, as with previous models, is the stability and the durability. It's a really stable shoe. I've had ankle issues in the past, and I didn't have any issues with this shoe. I felt it nice and supported, as well as that durability. I had 10+ hours on the shoe, and it pretty much looks, for me, brand new underfoot, as well as on the toe. I do a little bit of toe dragging, and there's lots of material there. As far as traction, I like a little bit of give, and this was the perfect blend of give and grip for me. And when it comes to weight, I did find these to be a little bit on the heavier side, but I expected this because it is such a stable and durable shoe. And I felt like the longer I wore these shoes, the better heel to toe transition that I got, and made them a little bit quicker on the court. Overall, fans of past generations will really enjoy this update of this high-performing shoe specializing in stability and durability. We're going to now toss it over to our playtester at our East Coast location. Jofi, how did the Gel Resolution 9s work out for you?
Thanks, Brittany. I was actually a huge fan of the Gel Resolution 8s, so I couldn't wait to see what the new update was all about. I will say that fans of the previous generation will not be disappointed by the new Gel Resolution 9. When I first put the shoes on, I right away recognized the similar fit and comfort levels as in the previous generation. But the first thing that stood out to me, unfortunately, was that the new version comes in a bit more narrow. So because of that, I decided to go with the wide version of the new Gel Resolution 9s actually, which was helpful. And as the playtest went on, I was hoping that the shoe would open up even a bit more, but unfortunately, it still stayed kind of narrow. So I did feel a bit of pressure in the midfoot area. So it's just something to, something to be aware of when ordering the shoes when it comes to sizing. Otherwise, the shoe offers extreme cushioning. I felt extremely supported in all my moves, great ankle support in my shots. So absolutely no issues there. However, one more thing that stood out to me when compared to the previous generation is just the Gel Resolution 9's outsole is a bit more slippery compared to the previous one. So in certain moves, when I was changing directions kind of fast, I felt a bit more slippery on the court. For me, it wasn't really an issue though, because I do like to slide on the hard court sometimes, so it was just something to keep in mind. Durability-wise, I did not see barely any wear on the shoe, so it's a great point. All in all, if you're a fan of the Gel Resolution line, you should definitely check this one out and give it a go, and it will not disappoint you. Thanks for watching. For more information on this shoe and many others, please go check out Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.